going to continue talking about combining like terms as well as using the distributive property. So you're going to need these 2 pages as well as active notebook. All right, so the first thing that I did was I cut out around the rectangles. Make sure you cut on the dotted line. Come on back when you are ready. All right, the next thing that you are going to do is open up your notebook. And you are going to write page 22 to 23, like terms with distributive property or distributive. I'm going to put that notebook to the side because we're going to mainly focus on these papers right here. And then that in a second. All right, so the first page that we're going to look at is this distributive property with the 3 steps. So we can easily accomplish this in 3 steps. The first step that we're going to do is we are going to draw arrows to show the distributive property. And this is also going to be helpful because sometimes, and I am, likely to do this, sometimes you forget to distribute that number to everything in the parentheses. So what I mean by drawing arrows is the number that's on the outside that's butted up right next to. There's that visible multiplication sign. Let's see if we can refocus this. You are going to distribute every term in the print. Okay? The next thing we're going to do is you are going to rewrite and apply. Okay? And what I mean by that is you're going to rewrite. So we're going to do 6 times 3 and 6 times 4. Notice how I let all the terms are still in parentheses. Okay, and the last step you're going to do is we're going to simplify and compare. Okay, and what that means is we're going to go over. We're going to have 6 times 3, which is 18, and we have 1a. So 6 times 3a is 18a. 6 times 4 is 24. So now that we have those, we're going to rewrite. For this part, there isn't anything that we have to bind, but you'll see later that we are going to then use the X's and No's strategy to combine like terms. But for our final answer, we're going to have 8a, or positive 8a, and positive 24. And that's going to be our final answer. So we're going to do a couple of these together. I'm going to let you guys do some on your own, and then we're going to come on back. All right, so let's do this problem right up here. You're going to circle that 8. Notice that 8 is right up against that parentheses. There's no plus, there's no minus. It's that multiplication, and it's right up against that parenthesis. You're going to distribute, and then we're going to rewrite it. So we've got 8 times the 5a and 8 times the negative 2. Okay, we've got 8 times 5a, or 8 times 5, which is going to give us 40a, and 8 times negative 2 is going to give us negative 16. So our final answer is going to be 40a minus 16. All right, so what I would like you to do is I would like you to try 1 through 4 on your own, and then we'll come back, check our answers out, and do 5 through 8 together. All right, so I paused the video. I tried out these 4 problems, and this is what I got. If you need to pause the video so you can copy what we have, you are welcome at any time. So what I did is this negative 2 distributed to each piece. Have the 4 negative 8 and negative 3. Now if you take a look at the option, a little bit different. The times the number is in the back. Doesn't still distributing. So it's just like instead of Mr. Sherman passing out from the front of the room, I'm now passing out the back of the room. So it's still, I still distribute the homework, you still get the same result. So here we're going to have 6 times 4x, 6 times 5, we're going to go ahead, 6 times 4x, or 6 times 4 is 24, there's 1x. 6 times 5 is 30, so our final answer would be 24x positive 30. Okay? That one at home, come on. Alright, we distributed the negative 4, even though it was in the back, there was still the multiplication in between. There wasn't a positive or a plus or a minus. It was definitely multiplication. So we distributed it, and 28 plus 12x. Now 7 and 8 are a little bit different. The reason why they're a little bit different is you notice in the term we have an x. It's not really going to affect much, but we are going to take it into consideration. So we're going to distribute that 2x. So it'll be 2x times or 1x, and then 2x. Like the number up here, we times 1 is 2. But then we have 2 x's, and the way we write. And then so we would have 2 times negative 8, which is negative 16, and then we have 1x. So our final answer would be 16x. Okay, pause the video and I want you to try that one. Okay, hopefully you pause the video. We're going to distribute from the back, but there's still that multiplication in between. Negative y times 4 and negative 2y times y. Okay, negative 2 times 4 is going to be negative 8, and we've got that 1y. Negative 2 times 7 and negative 14, and 1, 2y. Final answer is going to be y minus 14y. Let's move on. We've got the distributive property. Let's add in combining like terms. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at this page. We're going to go ahead and flip it over. We've got a couple of practices I want you guys to do, 1 through 4. So go ahead, pause the video, and I'm going to pause. When I come back, you'll have the answers to check against what you've done. Alright, so a few moments, and I need 4 problems. Go ahead, video, and check your work against mine. Alright, let's look at 5. Now the question number I distribute. When we take a look at this, we know divisible, have this plus. Now with distributive property, we're multiplying. We're multiplying. So the number that we are going to distribute is the negative. Now I'm not going to distribute it to x, because think about the parentheses of a class and the negative 2 is the teacher. If I'm not going to randomly distribute homework to somebody that's just walking down the hall. It's only the people that are in my class. So it's only the terms that are in the parentheses that I'm going to distribute. So when we do this, we're going to have negative 2 times 4, and we're going to have 8x. Okay, and I just put this down just kind of a little bit of a reminder. So negative 2 times 3 is negative 6, so we'll get negative 6x. Negative 2 times 4 is going to give us negative 8, and then we'll have that 8x. So now we have like terms. We are going to do an x's and no's column or chart. Okay, I'm just going to break down that negative 8, and then we have 8 minus 6x, which is going to give us 2x. So our final answer is 2x minus 8. Okay, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to pause the video really quick, and I want you to look at 6, 7, and 8. I want to circle and just use the distributive arrows and before we jump into actually solving and simplifying. All right, so I paused the video. I circled what we needed to. On number 6, we got negative 4. We're going to distribute the whole thing, not just the 4, because that negative, that sign in front of it, goes with that term. So what I want you to do is 6, 7, and 8. I want you to pause the video, try it out, come back, check your work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I completed these last problems. Whoops. Go ahead, pause the video if you need to, and jot that down. When you are done, you are going to take this page and you are going to fold up to the line and fold down to the line so that you have this fold right here. You're also going to take that first page and you are going to fold up to, so we'll cover that. And you're going to glue these in to your notebook. You're going to have page 22 with this page and page 23 with this page. All right, guys, hope you have a great day. I'll see you soon.